Hello, friends, family, total strangers. Uh, Here's my backpack, looking a little bit like a hobo with stuff hanging off the back there, but that's what I got. Uh, so, this is just a quick update video. I don't even think I'm going to put my intro music or anything because I can just. It uses a lot less battery power to not edit a video if I can just upload it straight from my camera, which is what I'm going to do for this video. So this is just a quick update, let you know I'm still alive. Hello, I'm alive. I am still on trail as of now, on the Pacific Crest Trail. So quick story time. I started March 18th at the Mexican border. It was pouring rain. It's very cold and raining. Um, at that time, the PCTA, the Pacific Crest Trail Association, was still helping people from overseas get start their permits early, essentially. So helping them get national forest permits for the first section, and until their permit was active. Um, and so yeah, the PCTA was still helping people when I got on the trail. And then a couple days later, they sent an email pretty much telling everybody to not get on the trail, and if you're on the trail, to get off. You know, it was strongly recommended, not required, but strongly recommended. And yeah, you know, I totally get where they're coming from, and why they don't want people on the trail right now. And I will say, if you're not on the trail yet, don't get on the trail. Yeah. If I knew now what I knew on March 18th, I would not have gotten on trail. I would have stayed somewhere and figured it out. But I'm out here, and the decision, I've kind of been going back and forth whether to stay on trail or get off. I will say it's not as easy a decision as it first seems, you know, because the PCTA wants everybody off the trail. They don't want people hiking from Mexico to Canada spreading coronavirus from town to town, which makes perfect sense. I mean, that is definitely something to be concerned about. The other concern, though, is that in order for me to get out here, to get out to the trail, I had to fly through 3 airports, take 3 buses, and stay at a hostel. And I would have to do pretty much all of that to get out of here as well, and probably hitchhike. And then, where am I going? That's kind of the problem with a lot of us that are on the trail right now, is like, most of the people on the trail have given up their apartments or their houses. They've sold them. They've given up their jobs. Like, we're actually kind of homeless. You know, and I could get back to my van, but then where am I parking my van? So it's kind of a thing of like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And if you have hundreds of people splitting off through, you know, hundreds of directions, essentially, flying through huge airports and exposing, like, there's no good way around this. There's no good answer. So for now, I'm just staying on the trail, and I'm doing my best for social distancing. I will say I wish other hikers were a little more careful about, like, sharing their food and stuff. Don't share your food. Do not share your food out here. Like, this is not the time. Um, so I'm not sharing my food. I'm keeping my decent distance from everybody. I'm washing my hands with soap and water every day. And so far, I'm trying to limit my access to trail towns. So I actually haven't stayed in a town yet, and I probably won't. I think I'm just going to go into town, get my resupply, and get out. So go to the grocery store and get out. So that's kind of what the plan is. That's what I've been doing so far, and I'm trying to do like 2 weeks of resupply at a time. So I have limit my my contact with the towns. Um, some towns absolutely want hikers. Julian very much wanted hikers to come through and spend money. Idlewild coming up absolutely wants hikers to come through, spend money. So some towns still want the hikers. They still want the money. They want the business. And some towns don't. Big Bear, which is one that's normally the next resupply town after Idlewild, does not want hikers coming through. So I'm respecting that. I'm getting a big resupply in Idlewild, and I'm going to skip past Big Bear, which means I have to do like 177 miles without resupply. So that's going to be a lot of food that I have to cram in here. I can do that because it's not, hiker hunger hasn't hit yet. So hiker hunger is when you get to a point, you get to kind of hit a critical mass hiking the trail where your body just all of a sudden needs this many more calories, and I haven't hit that yet. So 12 days of food is pretty doable. I'm going to shoot for doing that 177 miles in 12 days. And yeah, that's pretty much my video. I just wanted to give you all an update. I'm alive. I'm out here hiking. It is hard to find time to edit video, so I do have footage from the very beginning, which I'll start editing into regular Toby in Transit episodes. But yeah, I just really haven't had much time to do it. Even zeroing, I've been zeroing here outside of Warner Springs campsite, waiting on a couple packages. I did not, my sleeping bag wasn't warm enough. So I got a little insert to put in it to keep me a little warmer, and some micro spikes for handling snow coming up. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm probably not going to label my videos PCT because it's kind of controversial. There's lots of hate out there right now about people who are still hiking the PCT. But again, I do feel like my options are a little limited. You know, I don't know that getting off the trail is all that much better than staying on. So for now, I'm going to stay on, limit my contact with towns as much as possible, and yeah, go from there. So I've had a great time so far. And yeah, I'll hopefully be getting an episode up here pretty soon. So thanks for watching.